Good afternoon. It is July the 15th, 2016, and time to wrap up our trading in the E-mini today. We came in with the E-mini today hoping to sell. We had started off wanting to sell, failure to take out 65, 68. We quickly lowered that to 60 to 63 was where resistance was. Able to get off a couple of trades in this area. We thought, again, the easiest trade to see is failure to take out the overnight. Our first buy zone was 55, actually was 56, 54. Just touched it right here. Our second buy zone was 50 to 52, and that produced a small winning trade. So the overall assessment about what to do with the market and where to do it is pretty good from our way of looking at the market. Trading as a monkey would, you're long starting about 6 o'clock Eastern all the way up. You're short from 9:45 till about 2:30 this afternoon. All these trades, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades that worked out as expected. So again, the software really is smarter than I am, and it's probably smarter than you are too. And if you just trade with this blue line, it's pretty easy. And when you introduce, and I'll show you on the F2 screen, when you introduce the F2 screen to it, then you have a couple of really strong tools that'll keep you on the right side of the market. Okay, we have an inside day. That usually means a trading range come Monday, and come Monday we don't have a lot of news to drive the trading. We'll still be in the aftermath of the Nice terror attack and the fallout from that. And again, they'll piece together a pretty comprehensive case on where this guy was trained, who influenced him, who did all the rest of this, as they can always do after the fact. I'm always amazed at how fast they do that. But they are able to do that and do it pretty quickly. Get this all separated the right way. So coming in this morning, when we look inside the congestion area, another reason why it's pretty square inside so the market can really go either way on this. Taking a look after the A period, it's definitely a B. And again, we have this square volume from the congestion area. And the market is fairly easy to get short, and it was fairly easy for us to get short and make the calls and adjust the buy and sell zones lower. So right now, based on this close, right here, 54 to 58 would be sell 1, and then sell 2 will be 60 to 65. We have the housing market index on Monday, not much news, so we'll be looking for news elsewhere. The buy is going to be 51.49, pretty much where it was, buy 1, and then we'll be at 44.46, buy 2. Okay, looking at the 30-year and the note, they both got slammed again today. Thought they might be a little higher, but we're clearly in a sell right now, and no signs of the market turning back. Lower high, lower low. Find a place to sell it on Monday. And definitely a B. Volume is 1 tick below time right here, looking for a place to sell it. Again, not much way in the news. So the rotate up was 28 to as high as 31.5. So 31 to 03 might take a 28 to get in. Sell 1, maybe a little higher come Monday. And then 7 to 11, sell 2. go back and retest the break. And right here, structurally, you'd have a limit sell at 6. On the buy side, I do think we are headed a little lower. You can see the tractor down here is 31, 8 to 12. Got this low volume number at 23. So the first buy is 20 to 24, buy 1. Then we'll drop it down to 9 to 13 for buy 2. Looking at the 30-year. Okay, our first area of resistance is going to be 20 to 20, well, maybe even 24 to 28. So selling 31s to 03s. Then 11 to 15 for sell 2. On the buy side, 12 to 16 is first support. So 1 to 5, buy 1, 21, 25, buy 2. We'll tighten those up on Monday morning. Looking at gold. Got hit pretty good today. We're still pointed lower. We got this low volume area down here in the 1310 area, give or take. Then stops below 1300. So I do think we are trading lower right now. It's an inside day, which says trading range come Monday. Leaning B for sure. So first sell 30 to 32. Then 35, 37 for sell 2. On the buy side, since I would point a little bit lower, let's make it, let them get stops below today's low. Buy 1, 20 to 22. I would have thought we've gotten a better reaction out of that terrorist attack, but we didn't. People are pretty convinced that the stock market's going higher, and you just can't fight the Fed and every central bank out there. In fact, some central banks buy stocks now. They're going to end up owning everything. They can print money. They're not under control. They have no accountability. They have no transparency. And it keeps the present power structure intact. Hard to fight that. Okay, inside, higher low, higher high on crude. Bottom, got a buyer at 44.50, 45. We've got a seller above 46.50, then definitely above 49. So right here we're at 46 on the close. This screen says we can trade higher come Monday. Inside the congestion area, it's leaning B. I would tend to go with that based on where we stopped today. Counting the E period tail. Could be a P, but it's not a very comfortable P. So looking at this, 46, 46 and a quarter where we were this morning. Sell 1, 46.50, 46.75, sell 2. On the buy side, 45, 45 and a quarter. Then 44.75, 45, buy 2. We had some pretty unusual days in crude congestion-wise. Usually it just blows and goes, and we've had a couple of days this week where it hasn't. Wednesdays it doesn't, but okay, the euro's probably headed for 110. Depending on what goes on over the weekend, could be there on Monday. Lower high, lower low. Find a place to sell it. F2. Definitely a B with very little in the way of lift. So 50 to 75 is support. Buy one. I think we're headed to 110. I really don't like the buy side all that much. But this one has been a very slow mover. On the sell side, last rotate up was 17, so selling 111s and 1125s for sell 2. 111's a bit aggressive. And that's it for July the 15th.